and your new Cut That Promo Wrestling Champion. It feels good, boys. It feels good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cut That Promo, our weekly wrestling podcast that drops here on youtube.com/sitdownshowdown every Wednesday night. I am your host, John Lucas, alongside my co-host, Vinny Menard.
He had to start off the show with a somber mood. Bringing up the fact that he's still the champion.
It's such an unfortunate turn of events.
It's so
that you
unfortunate.
became champ, you know?
It's so unfortunate.
One of us was destined.
You know, we made smart picks.
We did.
John, I'll give you credit. I give you credit. You picked us a WWE creative member would. And that's what I need to start doing, I know for myself, because I have not held that illustrious title yet.
You're right.
So now I'm just going to have to stoop down to the level of a WWE creative member. So that way I can finally get my title.
You just, whatever your gut instinct is, you just gotta go the opposite.
You got to.
You just got to.
Whatever smart booking is, just throw it out the window. Just forget it. Screw it.
That's always what I've done. I've always picked who I believe should win the match.
Exactly.
But that's not the case. They don't. Who should win usually loses.
You pick what 95% of Americans would pick, but it just doesn't turn out that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, two excuse makers. Kevin Ortiz, how's it going, brother?
Hey, it's going good, man.
Follow us on Twitter at Cut That Promo and I'll Sit Down Showdown. You can follow me on Twitter at JamLucas18. You can follow Vanny at Vanny Bernard. You can follow Kevin at OrtizKevin90. We are the generation that grew up in the Attitude Era. This is our take on the business. Okay, we just want to let you guys know we're going to change the format of the show a little bit. We're going to start doing things a little bit differently. We think the overall quality of the show is going to improve. We're going to give you, the fans, a better viewing and listening experience. First, we're going to start cutting these episodes a little bit shorter.
That's why we're called Cut That Promo.
Cut That Promo.
Makes sense.
We know time is of the essence for everybody, and we're not strangers to that. So I think that's something that will help you guys digest the product a little bit easier. And we're going to start to list out from the top of the show what we're going to be doing every episode. So for today, we're going to go into our Clash of the Champions reactions as well as our Smackdown and Raw reactions. We'll let you know what our promo of the week was, as well as what our match of the week was, and as well as our throwback match of the week later on in the show. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into Kev's Corner for the big news of the week, everything in the wrestling world. Really only two big stories, I think, this week that we need to go into.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
Hit it with us, Kev.
The biggest news is going to be the potential purchasing of TNA by WWE. Mostly going to be for the library purposes, I think we stated before, but it'll also give them a chance to bring in a few other superstars who have been able to excel in TNA and haven't had the greatest careers in WWE.
The broken one.
Delete!
Exactly.
Delete! Broken Matt Hardy and I guess broken Jeff Hardy now.
Yeah.
Brother Nero!
No, we're all huge fans of the Hardys.
Without a doubt.
We've been for many of years, and for them to hopefully one day be able to come back to WWE would just be awesome, honestly. I couldn't wait. They always put on great matches. They know how to steal the show, and the king of the ladders is what they are. And we need more ladder matches in WWE.
We need
ones
good
that are exciting.
ladder matches in WWE.
Yeah.
We can get some.
We get ladder matches, they're just not
great ones.
close to that standard.
Yeah.
It's hard to live up to that standard, but it's not even that good.
It's truly not, and like I don't even want to say like I don't want the ladders matches to go back to Spotfest, which they kind of were back in the Hardys' day, but they just aren't as exciting as they used to be. I don't know if that we would just come numb to them or what, but I still don't get me wrong, I still love ladder matches, but there's not like that genuine fuck yeah ladder matches coming. You know, it's just it's just. Oh, and now why is this guy going to win for this reason? I don't have the genuine excitement that I used to have. My favorite match of all time is a ladder match. Like, I love ladder matches.
That's true.
So
that's one of the bigger things.
Yeah.
Some more big news was revealed on Smackdown. The career versus the IC champion. This is so unfortunate that Ziggler is most likely going to get this W.
I know.
We're all such big fans of The Miz.
Well, yeah. You can't go wrong either way here.
I mean, you can. Ziggler winning is the wrong answer. He should not be the one to stop The Miz and all the momentum he has. I mean, he just show up, but he doesn't show anything off. That's good. That's impressive. What's he done? I mean, I don't want to compare him to somebody else.
I was going to say, we can show the comparison early.
To Ziggler's credit, since he's been on Smackdown, or since I think they've done a good job of developing their characters a little bit better, especially since the split, his promos have just excelled. They've for the most part, have been very good, and I can't knock that. Even this week, we'll get into our promo of the week later in the show, but he shows some real emotion in that thing, and it's The Miz. He said it perfectly. You lose and 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 lose, and the fans get behind you and they expect you to win, and you still lose. And it's true.
It is true. It's damn true.
Before SummerSlam, you had mentioned it's not even a big deal to beat Dolph Ziggler, and it's not. It's not. Dean Ambrose going up against Dolph Ziggler is like Kane going up against Drew Carey. It's not a real match. You don't even care. It's a massacre. Old school wrestling fans know that reference. But yeah, it's a title versus career match at No Mercy. I believe we'll probably have a special match to it. Hell in a Cell is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, so I want to say they might get like a cage match or maybe a ladder match. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens for that match.
Maybe cage, just because I think they have to try to find a way to get Maurice.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking too.
Either that or Maurice is she's gonna mess up finally, and she's gonna cost The Miz like this championship. No, I can see that happening.
No, I don't want that to happen. I can see it happening. I don't want it to. My only gripe with cage matches nowadays is the ref opens that door at the stupidest and most random times. You know, it's not like a finite, I'm going to open it in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. No, it's random. Anyone comes kind of close, here, I'll open the door for you. It's I would think that's kind of the opposite reason. I want them to lay some ground rules for cage matches, like beat the guy, pin, submission in the cage, not escape or anything like that. Like,
I'm with you on that. I hate this, if you can escape the cage from the door or climb over the top. Why, if I could have two options, why am I ever going to climb over the top of the cage when I can just go through the door? So,
that's a good point.
Might as well, just like the video games, you can't escape through the door, you got to climb over the top. So, if the stipulation is escape only, then it should be escape over the cage, not through the door. That should be your only way. But I agree, sometimes cage matches need to be either pin or submission only, sometimes dove and climb, and use the cage more. I'm not saying guys got to go out there and bleed, but use the cage. The cage is just there as an eyesore for pretty much most matches now because they barely use it.
Yeah, it is, and I think that's a testament to or evident of Roman versus Kevin Owens. That match almost could have been better if it didn't have a cage.
Yeah,
you know, they're both great in the ring, and they both can tell a great story. While in the ring, I think that cage might have been a hindrance to them because Seth Rollins still climbed the top of the cage and jumped off of it. Yeah. It's almost like, what's the point of the cage? To keep other people out? It didn't work.
Right.
Rusev got in the cage too!
Every single time when the cage is supposed to keep somebody out, it always allows somebody to come back in.
Exactly. It doesn't. It almost doesn't make sense to me. But
I'd be fine if the cage match had kind of died for a few years.
I would kind of.
That would be nice.
I think it needs to go away for a while. People forget about it and come back because maybe part of it is because what else can you do with the cage? There's not really much you can do.
I don't know a new spot. I can't think of a new spot.
Everything's been done for the most part.
And the Ambrose Asylum match was like the newest thing, and I don't even think that was a very good idea.
Not great.
The tax was awesome. That was awesome because that legit hadn't been done in like 9-10 years.
Exactly.
Jericho's face
was
painted so perfect. Like, where did those come from? What? Oh my goodness, that was awesome. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our Clash of the Champions review.
Clash of Raw.
I was gonna say, how did you guys like the extra episode of Raw on Sunday night?
It was an extra episode of Raw.
That's all it was.
It was
better wrestling and no commercials.
It's pretty much how Raw should be, if you could draw it up. Like you said, without the commercials. But I know they can't do that, obviously. But I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was that exciting. There wasn't anything that filled me with joy, if you will.
Exactly.
It was just a standard, almost boring pay-per-view.
I thought it sucked.
Yeah.
Hot start with the New Day and the Club. The Club, I thought this is like their best match.
A best match of their careers in WWE.
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
I was like, where has this club been the whole time, along with the rest of the internet wrestling community? Like, where have they been? And I was loving the fierceness out of them, the intensity in their match. And Luke Gallows doing a choke slam. I was like, oh my gosh.
That was awesome to see.
It was. And then Kofi selling it so well. I popped. I jumped off the couch. I was like, oh my goodness, man.
Choke slam, like you only see, Kane pretty much do that
Undertaker,
now.
and maybe Big Show still doing it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
man, I was so happy to see, because it's one of my favorite moves. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, you use? I mean, it's good for you. It's the best move you do. But, I don't,
It is.
whatever.
He needs to use that more often,
For sure. I was happy the New Day retained, baby. 400 days and going. I think the record is 478 by Demolition. I think I heard that right.
I hope they can reach that, man. But that's still a long ways away.
Long ways away.
So we'll see what happens, and I don't know who the next opponent is going to be for New Day. Maybe they'll have another.
Sheamus and
Cesaro
now.
Which is an interesting tag team.
It is an interesting tag team, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate it as much as I thought I would.
I'm interested in it.
Yeah, it's going back to just speaking of Sheamus and Cesaro, their best of 7, in a sense, culminated. Ugly, dumb finish.
It was a good match.
It was a great match.
Great match.
It probably was one of the better matches of the night. Probably second best match of the night. And it just a clothesline over the barricade. You could have came up with a better.
That was terrible.
It was a terrible way to finish that.
And that sucked all the air out of the arena.
It really did. That
hurt.
When Cesaro dove out the top suicida, and I swear he almost broke his neck. And just his face was just. It's like the thing of nightmares. Like he was like, I just escaped death just now.
Yeah.
He really did, and I was. In shock.
Yeah.
He was okay.
I couldn't believe it, man. If you guys didn't see, he literally, I kid you not, landed pretty much straight on his head. It was violent.
Normal people, you break your neck.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did. If Sheamus caught him last second, or if his super Cesaro strength saved him, because it was awful. It was horrible. And you could see the Twitter feed just. Yeah, never do that again. Ever do that again.
He posted up on Twitter saying that he wouldn't do it again. He said no more times.
Thank you.
He put a meme from the Simpsons of Ralph Wiggum being thrown.
Cesaro will be like,
exactly. And that was awesome. It was awesome. He said, no more totes.
Pretty much.
So good for him, man.
Yeah. The women's match I thought was pretty good too.
It was,
and Charlotte, wasn't that moonsault pretty? Man, she probably has one of the best moonsaults I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Double
thing of beauty.
Clean as simple and clean moonsault. She hit them both perfectly. Didn't move or anything. I wish she could have pinned them both.
Right? That would have been an amazing finish.
I was like, wow, that would have been a finish.
That would have been a better finish. I would have been happy to see that.
The abrupt finish. I know she's been using I call it the shuffle sidekick big boot. And she technically did it twice.
Yeah.
The first time they knocked Sasha off by Bailey ricocheting into her, and then this 2 to Bailey, so 2 finishes, stronger, whatever. Yeah. I would have liked to see the figure 8 or even a figure 4 beat Bailey, but I guess you don't always want them tapping. They do have to find.
And Bailey's she's eating quite a bit of pins. She's entering in that eater of pins.
Why you
don't put her there, man? Don't put her there.
It's still early on, but I don't see anything getting. I don't see it getting better, especially the sobering news that Cage Side Seats that we got earlier on in the week.
What happened?
About Dana Brooke possibly getting pushed.
Oh, I was like, did someone get injured? Like
Dana Brooke.
I know you don't like. Cage Side Seats reporting Dana Brooke is very high on WWE's radar, and they might be giving her the push soon
over Sasha, a top babyface over Sasha and Bailey.
Makes no
Bailey
sense.
doesn't have to do anything if she's a top babyface. Yet you want to try to force. If you haven't learned, forcing people down people's throats, it doesn't work. But yet they want to do that with Dana Brooke. I hope TNA doesn't fold, because I might need an alternative if Dana Brooke is the top female competitor to Charlotte. I understand if she turns face, it'd be a great story. Okay, all right, let them fight on a Raw, and okay, Charlotte beat her, and then she goes back down to where she's supposed to be. But to be pushed as the top babyface?
No way. It just can't happen.
My poop wrestles better than her.
Oh my god, no.
I don't want to see her in the ring. I don't want to see her.
She's not ready to be the number one babyface in the company. She's just not ready yet.
And I give you credit, John. Yeah, I'm with you. She definitely, the way to get better is to have the experience, which I'm fine with her having that. I think she has gotten better by being around Charlotte.
Yeah, no doubt.
She's gotten better. I give her credit that. But to be pushed over Sasha and Bailey,
ridiculous.
That's a travesty. If that happens, these podcasts are going to get a lot more
Heated, violent.
Viewer discretion advised. Change the rating. It's going down.
We're already TVMA. We're on the internet.
Well,
I curse a lot. So
if there's something else after that, be prepared.
Ooh. You can get Benny to curse. You must have really did something.
Big time.
I don't think I've heard you curse in at least 6-7 years.
Then Brooke takes it to that level.
You guys want to hear some other news though while we're on it?
Please.
Get your reaction on this one. So let's bring up TJ Perkins real quick.
All right.
Who has an awesome gamer entrance.
Awesome, man.
By the way, I
it.
love the Mega Man themed 8-bit chibi music. It was awesome.
It's awesome.
Mega Man Twitter shouted him out. I thought it was really
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So this report, according to the Wrestling Observer. So I'll just go ahead and read real quick. It's a short little paragraph, couple paragraphs. So in the wrestling business, rumors will pop up, as they always do.
They do.
Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're false, and sometimes we hear a rumor about somebody having backstage heat for the silliest reasons. Okay.
Happens.
Sounds about right.
So this time it's over TJ Perkins. He has some heat over, of all things, his story about being homeless at one time in his life.
That's what he has heat about?
So his legitimate story is why he's getting backstage heat, and from who? WWE
So it
or
says
like
nobody is disputing his story, but there are people in the business not too happy with the story because they've been through some of the same hardships. Dave Meltzer said that he's heard from many guys saying, "We're just like that too. What's so special about him?"
Because a lot of Filipinos are actually homeless. A lot of Filipinos are actually poor and have to scrape for their food and stuff like that. I am Filipino. I know his story is probably very true.
Oh yeah.
So
And it says here, Perkins has been 31, has been wrestling since the age of 13, and has been telling his story in the media. And the article goes on to say, argues that the story is true because it helps enhance his character because it gives fans a reason to care about him, which is true.
his face, I would think so.
Exactly.
Good point.
So it says, when Perkins was interviewed at the end of the Cruiserweight Classic, he said that he kept the key from the first place that he was evicted from, and now he knows that it's a place that he'll never need to go back to. So, but on the flip side, there's some talent that have acknowledged him and publicly congratulated him, but I guess you do have a few heads backstage that are jealous because he's using, they feel that he's using his story, everybody's story, and they feel as if, he's doing it, why am I not, getting any recognition? It's probably because they're lower on the card, and that where he is the Cruiserweight champion, and it's just probably some jealousy or some threat of him taking their spot.
Yeah, there's always jealousy, and you always have your haters, out there. But that's how you know you're doing your job right.
Exactly.
You have people that are hating against you, and like you said, this guy, he's our Cruiserweight champion, the first ever now in this new era.
Yeah.
He had an excellent performance throughout the entire Cruiserweight Classic, so I mean, I don't see why anybody should be bashing him at this point. He's got a young career that's just started in the WWE, and I'm excited, for him and to see what comes of him as well. So, I don't see why people just rag on one another or hate on another guy. I guess, like I said, out of jealousy and whatever the case may be.
And going on that, I know we haven't jumped into Raw yet, but stop chanting other people's name during damn matches. CM Punk no longer exists in the WWE.
That's true.
I love Punk as much as the next guy. Stop it. He's not in the WWE anymore, and it was real disrespectful that during Nice's and Perkins' match that they're sitting there chanting CM Punk.
I was so upset at that.
You guys want wrestling. You guys want good wrestling. Cruiserweights are going to give you great wrestling every single week.
They are.
You have it, but then you want to sit here, and unfortunately, I think it's because you still have a disconnect where a lot of the Raw audience, you can clearly tell, didn't pay attention to a lick of the Cruiserweight Classic
not
and
at
how
all.
awesome that series was. So they don't know these guys. And so they don't know the story behind them. Of course, yes, it's hard to invest in somebody's wrestling when you don't know their character.
Yeah.
Had they watched the Cruiserweight Classic, they'd have been able to see these guys' character and their background. But because of that, they're sitting here not giving these guys a chance, and instead rather chant CM Punk during the matches.
Makes no sense, man. The guy's been gone for 4 years?
He's irrelevant as opposed to
now.
the WWE. As much as I love Punk, he's irrelevant in WWE history right now.
He's even had his official UFC debut and got his ass whooped, by the way.
He got that tail whooped. I'll give him credit still for doing it, but he got that tail whooped.
So there's no reason people should be chanting his name at this point. Maybe 3 years ago, that's fine. But at this day and age, at this time,
get over it.
Yeah, just come on, guys. You gotta be better than that.
I'm pretty sure he's not coming back. So
yeah, he's not coming back. It's just not happening.
The chant died. Like it should have died last year.
Oh yeah.
This shouldn't even be going on. Now I get some jackass fans will chanted when something's irrelevant to them or they're just trying to make fun of something. Exactly. It's like you can come up with something better. Boo the match if you want.
Right? Anything else.
Like you were so quick to boo Roman Reigns, even though he's literally amazing in the ring. Absolutely. I get it if you don't like that he's been shoved down your throat. That's fine. You can't deny the man's in-ring talent. He's fantastic in the ring. And him and Rusev at Clash of Champions even proved that. You may not like that he won the U.S. Championship. I think it's a good thing for the U.S. Championship. He's been pushed very well, good or bad.
Yeah.
And he brings prestige to the title.
He does.
You care when he wins or loses because whoever beats him clean for that title is going to be a big win.
Oh yeah,
a very big win,
big time. That's why I like they made somebody respectable and actual good superstar take the belt from Rusev.
Yeah.
Going to SmackDown's point, that's why I don't like Ziggler winning.
Hey,
because Ziggler, I mean, he's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but somebody better should get the title from The Miz. Someone who's going to get a push at the end. Because like I said many weeks ago, when you beat Dolph Ziggler when he's a champion, it's not really a big deal. So
I do agree with you on that point. That I think that because Miz has had the title for so long, it should be something that you're going to push. We know they're not going to push Dolph.
Yeah.
I'm not against him winning, but I think Miz should keep the title because
it is hot right now. I don't think he's.
Why would you take the title off?
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Going back, just real quick, the main event of Clash of Champions, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens had a pretty good match.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens ultimately retained after Jericho interfered, his best friend.
And
then just
That's my best friend.
and just at the end of the match, with Jericho and Kevin Owens at the top of the ring, just going, "We are the champions, my friend." That was amazing. We love Queen here, so that was just icing on the cake for that, and they're doing so well. Jericho beat Sami Zayn early in the night. Is there a possibility that Kevin Owens turns on Chris Jericho and they start feuding for the world title?
Jericho and Owens?
Jericho and Owens.
I could see that just because what happened on Raw when Jericho handed him the scarf and he just...
Yeah, that was so funny.
I can see it. Again,
my scarf!
Jericho's becoming so good at being heel right now that the fans almost love everything.
They love every single thing he does.
Drink it in, man.
Again,
Stupid idiot. I mean, he took... When you can take it and stupid idiot, quiet, simple words and get them over. I think it's Jericho just gonna. He just turned himself face pretty much.
He pretty much has.
It's funny, like everyone used to make fun of him, call him Dad Bod Jericho. It's almost like he's using dad jokes to get over, and they're all working. They're all landing. It's so funny. I like a good dad joke as much as the next guy, but Jericho's just been killing it.
Oh, he has. Like I was telling you guys, he deserves a championship opportunity. Like he really does. Probably deserves it more than anybody right now, which is ridiculous. But man, he's done outstanding on the microphone. His work has just been impeccable. It's been untouchable. I mean, I don't know who's hotter than him right now, really. In WWE.
Nobody.
So yeah, I'd like to see that feud. That'd be a good one between the two.
Yeah, for sure. The debate was going to be on Monday Night Raw, so I think Raw wanted to get off to a hard start this week. We're going to go into our Raw reactions now. Raw first matchup was the United States Championship rematch. Rusev didn't even get an entrance,
which was very odd. Because he's Rusev.
You have 3 hours to fill. It's not as if you could have given him 2 minutes.
You couldn't show his entrance.
This is so stupid. And then Roman got a full entrance and a hot-ass crowd for Roman.
Hot.
They were ready for that new champion, man. And I was almost happy to see it because I'm sick of the boos, honestly.
I am too. Yeah. There's no reason to boo him.
Like when we went to Battleground earlier this year, those boos were real.
Yeah.
I have never in my life experienced someone get so... I haven't seen the crowds. I have never experienced... I don't want to say pure disdain or pure hate, but this man...
That's what it is. People just have pure disdain on him for nothing. I think it's just because he reminded them of John Cena. And for guys coming up, and it was almost as if we don't want to go through this for another 14 years.
And I can understand that.
Yeah. So I don't blame him for that, but Roman Reigns not John Cena. Yeah, and we got to give him a chance, and he's better than Cena in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
And so you got to give him a shot. And I mean, this is what we said. I mean, he's just fluid, man, in the ring.
So
he's just smooth.
Mm-hmm. That cocky, badass. I know I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you.
Right.
You know, he's like he knows he's good.
Oh yeah.
The U.S. title it's a good spot for him right now. Like you said, so that way he's not the world champion again. He's continued to be shoved down our throats in that sense. Drop down a division. It's still a prestigious title. He beat one of the better superstars in WWE right now.
Sure.
And like you said, I mean, like you guys were saying, his in-ring ability is almost unmatched. He's really one of the best there is right now in WWE. So, just, give the guy a chance. that's all you got to do, fans.
And that spear is over, man. Who doesn't get amped up or know the match is over when that spear is hit?
Yeah, that spear hits 1, 2, 3.
It's a wrap. Wrap like a packed lunch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just quickly go through a few more matches before the debate started. New Day versus the Club in another rematch of Clash of Champions for the Tag Team Championships. New Day retains.
Club is done.
They're
Good tag team. No more tag team titles for you, bro.
Yeah, they've had quite a few this past year.
Wow.
They've lost every single one.
Too.
Yeah, just kind of random ones.
That's why I thought they were actually going to win tonight or Monday night because I was like, this is an undeserved title shot. Why would they win? And hopefully not. But
great match though. They put on another good match.
Yeah.
And Kofi.
Man.
He got a crimson mask at the end of that match.
He sure did. Bled hard way and everything. Just by the end, I was like, oh, look at that. It was just like, oh, this red, man.
Yeah.
All over his face. Wore a cane mask to the ring. But yeah, no, it was, and then they had him cleaned up before they put the camera back on him. Did y'all see that?
They run a towel out there.
Let's see. Not next matchup. Mick Foley comes out and addresses what happened on Clash of Champions between Cesaro and Sheamus. Says, yeah, you both are going to get a championship opportunity for the tag team championships. And I was pretty sure he was very vocal about saying you both get a world championship opportunity.
He may have said that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't know. I'm not sure if he said that or if he just did say championship opportunity. But either way, it was a swerve ball.
Sure
I don't think any of us saw both of them going for the tag titles. And
I saw I think I was on What Culture when there was they said rumors going around that they'll become a tag team, and I was like, ew.
Yeah.
Why that? No, I don't. And it kind of works. Just them being not quirky with each other, but I'm better than you, passing each other, and I was like, you jackass! I can't believe you just passed me just now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. We'll see where it goes. Execution is what's key.
It has potential.
It does, and they faced a couple jobbers, I believe, and took care of them pretty easily.
as jobbers will do. I do like how the fans at crowds now will go, let's go jobber.
I like that.
It's pretty funny to me.
That is.
TJ Perkins had a squash match with Anthony Nese. I'm not happy they were chanting CM Punk during that, but I'm happy TJ Perkins is staying strong.
Oh yeah.
Main event: Enzo and Cass versus Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho.
Enzo's definitely in the eater of pins category.
Yeah, he is.
Because he's always
They're not gonna let
they're not going to let Cass take the fall. So Enzo by default, anytime they lose, and
it's Enzo.
I do think Cass needs to start working in the ring though. Enzo, he sells. I get that, but Cass does the same shit every single match. Every single match. And I can almost paint, it's almost like paint by the numbers, is that the expression? Yeah. I know exactly what he's going to do when he gets that hot tag.
Yeah.
There's no changes into it. There's nothing.
He definitely needs to add a few more moves to that repertoire because, like you said, you can pretty much call the big boo when it's about to happen.
The Empire Elbow.
Yeah, it's all kind of
side slam thing.
I know it's scripted, but it's too scripted, if you will.
Yeah, it's like everyone hates Cena for doing 5 moves of doom. Cass is literally doing the exact same thing on a hot tag. Again, his hot tag's pretty good. I Titus is better, but Titus didn't get over with it.
No.
Cass by association is kind of getting over with because of Enzo. I think that's not a bad thing. Enzo's great. That's how good Enzo is. But you gotta, like any wrestler, you gotta open up the moveset a little bit, man. We used to get on I still get on the Usos because they didn't open up the moveset. They finally opened up the moveset. They're fucking heel. I hate the new peanut butter pants, but it's beside the point. And we'll get to them when we get into our SmackDown. Let's just go into our SmackDown reactions right now.
Let's do it.
The Usos and their new music is atrocious. It is. Don't defend it. It's not. No, it is awful.
You gotta give us some time.
No.
Let the grow, baby. Maybe just like the club's music.
Yeah.
I like the. Yeah, that's it. After that, I'm done with it. It's still not a good song.
Just dissociate it from being associated with the Usos.
Yeah.
If that song were on anybody else, I would still hate it. That song is not good.
You just gotta listen to it, you know?
Hey, just
let it engrave itself in your mind.
Soak in.
Yeah,
let it
drink it in,
drink
man.
It in, man.
Exactly.
This song is as powerful as Carmella is.
Oh, no.
Carmella's better than Dana Brooke.
Ooh, I mean, you know what? I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm with him 100%. I'd rather see Carmella top babyface.
You're gonna say that with a straight face. You can say that with a straight face.
These guys are as big as liars as Trump. Y'all just wilding out. But, Usos and Ascension tag to face American Alpha and Heath Slater and Rhino. Usos and Ascension win after the Usos hit that new back leg kick they do, and Tequila Sunrise, I think their new submission is what they're calling it. So, hey, they have a submission now. They open up the moveset a little bit.
They did.
I just realized there were only 3 matches on SmackDown this week, and SmackDown was still better than Raw.
It was. SmackDown was again.
It's always, I mean, it's been better every week except for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, the 2-hour format.
It's
going to continue to be this way unless Raw has, again, something like they did week 1 with this spectacular
just
show.
a phenomenal show all the way through.
Or Kevin Owens, something like Kevin Owens winning the title.
Yeah, for sure.
But that stuff's not going to happen often.
It's not. It's once every few months, that we're going to see something like that. And the 2 hours, like you said, it works. Because everything is just fluid.
There's urgency.
And everything just back to back to back. Everything is happening quickly, and
they got to cut out that hour that first.
Yeah, Raw definitely should go to 2 hours.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I wouldn't even be mad if they did 8 to 10.
I would definitely.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. We get to go to sleep a little bit earlier again.
Raw be dragging on, man. Like when it gets to that 11 o'clock hour, it's like, oh man, I gotta catch some Z's.
It actually might be better for them to go 8 to 10 on Mondays because of Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football usually doesn't kick off to about 8:30, 8:35. You get that first that bit where it's
if you can hook
no competition.
If you can hook someone before the show starts, it can be good. And I see that's what they tried to do against the debate. The debate got 100 million viewers. You're not gonna top that.
Yeah.
This is a different day and age.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Nikki and Naomi versus Carmella and Natalya in a tag match on SmackDown. Carmella gets a roll up she gets a roll up for an ugly win. I thought.
Nikki, right? Yeah, it wasn't great. I mean, I'm happy for Carmella.
She continues to have Nikki's number.
She does though. She's beaten her a few back to back to maybe back.
She kind of has to. She has to establish herself because Nikki.
Yeah.
I mean, to Nikki's credit, she was Divas champion for
the longest
reigning Divas champion until Charlotte took the title off her.
Yeah.
It took Charlotte to do it.
Yeah, and Charlotte's a beast.
When Nikki and Carmella have the eventual one-on-one match, probably at No Mercy.
Yeah.
I hope Nikki beats the brakes off her.
She probably will.
I hope she does.
But I'm still happy. At least SmackDown, they know how to build talent.
They're working on it. Yeah. No, I can't. As much as I hate Carmella, they're letting her talk a little bit, even if it is with the backstage cut promos. I don't mind those.
That's fine.
You need to hear these guys talk. Someone I think should have been on the show, probably Baron Corbin. He wasn't on the show this week.
I don't know what they're doing with Baron Corbin.
I don't want to say drifting, but
I mean,
it's like unfortunate that Kalisto got injured because now Baron Corbin isn't doing anything.
He's trying to find some personality.
He's a true deal, man.
He needs a push, man. He needs to face somebody.
He does need some type of rivalry. I think
he needs a good rivalry. Yeah.
He's a lone wolf, man.
What happened to him and Jack Swagger? I guess nothing really culminated this week at all, did it?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe they had a dark match after the show or something.
I mean, he's a young guy who I want to get invested in.
I do.
I like a lot of his moves and I like his character, but if he's not even going to be on TV,
he doesn't care. Let's see. There are a couple segments throughout SmackDown. Randy and Bray Wyatt. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and skip all that because of what
Spooky Dolph Ziggler.
Eater pinfalls. Gosh, man. How bad is it that Ziggler's gonna win before Bray Wyatt does? Isn't that just bad? That's terrible. Bray Wyatt needs W's.
I know he does.
He needs them desperately.
Oh, he does it in the worst way.
I hope it won't happen. Maybe it won't happen. I hope Bray Wyatt's match is before Dolph Ziggler's match.
Yeah.
So Bray Wyatt can get the win before Ziggler does.
He'd better if... I've been telling you guys, I love Randy. It's my favorite guy, but he does not need to win this rivalry. He doesn't need to win anywhere near as clearly obvious as Brady.
Yeah,
Brady needs to win desperately.
Let's do a trivia question. If y'all could can find the last time that Bray Wyatt won a televised match and a pay-per-view match, please let us know.
Single match or a tag match? I can tell you the pay-per-view tag match.
The single match. Yeah.
Singles match.
I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, who knows? Like, drop a comment below, like, for real, if you guys know when is the last time he won a pay-per-view.
I think the last time he won a pay-per-view match, the Shield was still together.
Oh, God. And that's like years
They
ago.
won at Battleground. They won at Battleground.
That wasn't
against
just
me.
him. That was his family.
Well, fine then. We'll take that. Fine. Main event of SmackDown. Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles, the phenomenal one,
The champ that
for the
runs the
WWE World Championship. The match was pretty good. Cena was down on commentary, putting them both over, putting over some of their moves and stuff, and establishing how he really wants to solidify his position in history as one of the greatest ever. I understand you can say no. He still has to. At least he's in the conversation if he can tie Ric Flair's record with WWE's credit of 16 wins.
I'll give you that. I mean, he's never going to be in my conversation.
That's
top
okay.
best, but, you know.
He even
in
says,
the general public.
and he even says it's always going to be opinion based.
Because he knows he's not the best, so he has to say that.
I think his determination and his passion for the business are very influential, and
Absolutely.
they can be. His merchandise sells, man, and like
All the little kids are huge fans. You know, the 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds.
He's better than Hogan.
He is better than Hogan.
He's better in the ring than Hogan. Is he more popular overall than Hogan?
He's better than Hogan.
I don't know if he's
in every aspect of life.
Vandy is Hogan's not his biggest fan. Complete opposite, basically. He hates Hogan.
To Hogan's credit, though, I think Hogan is like the most popular wrestling thing ever.
Ever.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
good or bad.
Unfortunately.
It's just the way it is.
I am a real American.
It's a great song. We love that song.
I know. But anyway, just the match was pretty good. It got interesting when Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles both started attacking Cena when he was out at ringside.
That was so good.
And then he was trying to get in the ring. Ambrose actually rolled up Styles with the 3 count.
Yeah.
The ref didn't catch that, of course.
It's all Cena's fault, man.
Cena
We would have had a new champion if it wasn't for Cena.
You really want AJ Styles to lose?
No, I don't.
But then, Cena gets down. AJ Styles gets the roll-up win on Dean Ambrose. Hooray! The phenomenal one is still champion. What happened after the match? Cena gets in the ring, gets in the face of Dolph Ziggler. Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose kicks him, tries to hit him with the dirty deeds. Misses. Cena hits him with the attitude adjustment. AJ Styles tries to hit Cena with the Styles Clash. Cena stands tall as he wants to proclaim his World Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, he can win too. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
because
he
the
can dream
phenomenal
what he wants.
era is still
It's just
gonna
beginning.
win. It's just beginning.
It is. It's not Cena's time. It's never been Cena's time, but it's most certainly not Cena's time right now. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. I do kind of want I want him to win at the Royal Rumble.
No, he doesn't deserve another World Rumble win.
No, not the Royal Rumble.
Oh, a match versus like Styles?
Yeah, at the Royal
No,
Rumble.
it doesn't need that.
No, because then they can establish him versus Undertaker later on. Wait for my booking. I will put that up. I'll put a video up, and we'll discuss that.
See, I don't think that's going to be a WWE Championship match. And if it is, then Taker's definitely going to lose. Which I don't want. Taker needs to beat John Cena to end his career on a high note. Even though I know people are you're supposed to go out on your back, as you know, as we always say, but Taker just he hasn't performed that great at the last few WrestleManias. So him getting a nice win over John Cena, send everybody in the crowd home happy, I think that'd be perfect. That'd be a way to end WrestleMania, as a matter of fact.
It would be a way to end. We'll get into this later. I don't want to get too much into it right now. If they bill it as Undertaker's last match, that's the draw.
Yeah.
That's the draw.
Oh,
period.
absolutely.
That will main event WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into that some other time. Promo of the week, I gotta give it to The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. The Miz, first off, The Miz backstage putting his picture over LeBron James' picture over the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's so good.
That was hilarious. That was so good. It was just 6-7 seconds of just pure. That was good.
Yeah.
You know, he loves doing the
Make
picture.
sure it's nice and level.
Oh, that was good. And then him coming out to pretty much like his hometown celebration, his parents in the crowd, everyone, I don't know if they were cheering or booing.
He got a lot of cheers.
Yeah,
man.
he did.
A lot of cheers.
Hometown boy, though, you know.
And deservedly so. He's done great.
so.
I mean, he's kind of like in that line with Jericho right now. He's just done. so much good over the past few months, and has been a great champion.
It's my show.
It is.
It's my show.
And that promo was fantastic.
It was.
Maybe the best promo of the year, probably.
Probably, his Talking Smack promo probably was one of the best, if not the best pure promo of the year.
Yeah.
It is undeniable. If it's on the WWE Network, please,
check it
it's
out.
probably on YouTube too. Please find it and watch it.
If that doesn't make you a Miz fan, I don't know what will.
It will turn you into a misfit.
Yeah.
But I thought they did a great job. Miz soaking in the glory, talking about comparing him to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he's like, "This is all I get. Come on,
Right.
you guys can do better than this." Then Dolph Ziggler comes out. The Miz pretty much telling him, "No, all you do is lose and lose and lose and lose and lose. You're not in the same position as me, pretty much." And Dolph Ziggler, the emotions kind of well up over him, and he starts to feel the crowd, and they're kind of cheering him a little bit, and he's even saying, "My career hasn't gone the way I wanted to. I know things aren't going my way, but I love this. I'm addicted to this. I can't stop this. This is all I have. This is my life. I will be here through the good and the bad." And, I can respect that as well. He has been through here some bad times.
Yeah.
Dude debuted as a male cheerleader in the Spirit Squad, if you didn't know that.
It's hard to recover
It's
from that.
hard to recover from gimmicks like that.
Yeah.
That's dead in the water gimmick
Yeah.
to me. The fact that he's even kind of still around, testament to his actual wrestling ability.
Yeah.
And he is a Hall of Famer at Kent State University, so props to him. Can't hate him for that.
Absolutely.
And then he pulls the Christian gimmick. One more match. And he says, "You put your Intercontinental Championship on the line, I'll put my career on the line." The Miz already leaving the arena. It's like, whoa.
You're right.
Chomping at the bit, smiling his ass off. "You put your career on the line? I can't. I'll be the one to put you out of your misery." Fine, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Match is set for No Mercy. Intercontinental Championship match. The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Title versus career. And that should be interesting because either winner. I think the Miz should win. The Miz is too hot right now to take that championship off him. He's been great with the championship. He actually makes me care about the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
And I still kind of don't give a shit about Dolph Ziggler. His promos have kind of swung me a little bit, but he's impressed me. As little as he has, his promo work has been good.
Yeah.
So, anything you guys want to say about that? Or add to that?
I'm with you on that. I mean, Miz is, just as you said, Kev, Miz has been on about the same role as Jericho has. And, I mean, I wish they would have done more with his Talking Smack promo that he laid on Daniel Bryan. I felt it was kind of a little bit let down when, so we're going to now start a feud with him and Ziggler.
Which made no sense, but...
But, they've both made it work. As you said, John, since Dolph has come over to SmackDown, he just had this second win. And him and Miz work well together. They've had some good matches. They've had some really good promos. It's just a really good program. I could say it's probably the best feud going on.
I was actually going to ask you guys, do you think it's one of the better pure feuds going on right now?
I think so. Yeah. Because as much as I love Seth Rollins and Owens, I'm not invested in a feud. Because the main guy that the feud's so focused around is not there, and it's Triple H.
Yeah.
That's what is generating this feud, and he's not. He's
that's what's taken away from that feud.
And so him not being there, I'm not invested in that. I do like the triple threat around the WWE title, but of course that's new. That's just here. And what hurt the next would be the Roman Rooster feud. That's right behind Ziggler and Miz. And the reason why that's second is because of their atrocious SummerSlam match, or if you want to call it a match.
Yeah, it was never a
match. So. Yeah, Ziggler and Miz, I think, is the best pure feud because it's that balance of good matches, the typical, you have your babyface, you know who he is, you have your heel, you know who he is.
Thank you. You actually said it. You know, like,
right
you don't
there.
get clear. Everyone kind of walks the line on tweeners nowadays, and Miz is heel.
He's heel. There's no question about it.
That's it.
Yeah, and so it's an awesome feud, awesome promo work, and I mean, because there's realness behind it. Miz feeling disrespected. And he's here to claim that this is my joint that I'm running, and Dolph Ziggler just wants to be loved.
I almost feel like what you were mentioning about the Daniel Bryan and the Ziggler, the Miz Talking Smack segment.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Bryan's almost, in a sense, transferring his energy to Dolph Ziggler. He may not have. Daniel Bryan became a great talker. He wasn't the greatest talker before, and that's I think it's established. I don't think Dolph Ziggler's a very good talker. I think he's becoming a good talker because he's gotten fired up in some of his promos, and he's really drawn some emotion in some of his promos. When you can tell guys are genuine and they can really bring themselves out of it, I think it does wonders for their character because I didn't give a shit about Dolph Ziggler
at all.
I really didn't. And he's kind of drawn me in a little bit. And for Daniel Bryan, wrestling. Professional wrestling was always be the best wrestler.
Yeah.
Be the Bret Hart, not a very good talker, but the best damn technical wrestler you'll probably ever see, alongside Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. Oh my God, like my friend CJ, his favorite wrestler of all time is Bret Hart. He loves pure wrestling, and I get that. When you go back to watch a classic match, you don't necessarily watch the promos or the package leading up to the match. You watch the match, and Bret Hart's pretty damn good in the ring. It's as much as he likes to bitch and complain, just a senile, crazy, old, hating, complaining ass man.
Yeah.
I hate the world.
He does.
Pretty much, but the man had a great in-ring career. He had a lot of great moments, negative and positive. Yeah. So I can't hate him for that. Now our throwback match of the week. This is gonna be a match. Our suggestion. We won't always name big name matches or things like that. We want to help pull other matches from the history books, give you guys a larger sample size of some matches. They may be near and dear to our hearts, or something that we actually just like in general, or maybe some characters we are very fond of. And since we were speaking of WWE possibly purchasing TNA, I'm going to go with Matt versus Jeff Hardy and their Extreme Rules match from WrestleMania 25. It finally happened. I remember everyone used to always talk about what happens if Matt and Jeff actually face off at WrestleMania, what kind of match do they have? They had an Extreme Rules match. Anything goes. They had the double set of tables stacked up. Jeff Hardy does his classic leap over leg drop off the huge ladder. Matt Hardy hits the most sickening twist of fate I think I will ever see or have ever seen with the chair and Jeff. The match it's whatever you want to make of it. Watch the promo package leading up to it because they both are kind of crazy, and we get that. The Hardy Boys, they are extreme.
Oh yeah. Team Extreme.
Team Extreme. It's a pretty cool match. I actually like that one more than a lot of people give it credit for, and I don't want to say I praise it, but I do like that match. And I've seen it on multiple occasions just for fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty good match. Again, it's Matt versus Jeff.
It's Matt versus Jeff.
Yeah, that's
it. It's not Broken Matt or Broken Jeff or Brother Nero.
Maybe we'll get that soon in WWE.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I hope they both come back in the Royal Rumble, man.
That would be sweet.
I don't even want them to come back. I almost want Jeff to come back to like classic Team Extreme music, and then Matt Hardy come down with like his Brother Nero, or not Brother Nero, Broken Matt, everything, and just everyone knows him. People are chanting delete, delete, delete in the crowds now, So, but that's our show this week. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Twitter at Cut That Promo and on Sit Down Showdown. You can follow me on Twitter at JamLucas18. You can follow Vanny on Twitter at Vanny Bernard. You can follow Kevin at OrtizKevin90. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We are the generation that grew up in the Attitude Era. This is our take on the business. You can find us here on youtube.com/SitDownShowdown. We won't throw the book at you. Until next time.
Peace.